Welcome back to Cincinnati for the 2017 VRC Worlds Championship here for 10-scale nitro sedan. Getting set to go here, Joshua Berman, our top qualifier, looking for that tone to sound, and we are off and underway. Joshua Berman, the American driver, your top qualifier after qualifying already, trying to stretch out his lead here on lap number 1. Giordano in that number 2 spot as they work their way around here for lap number 1. In this one, Joshua Berman out front in that orange and white car. There's Giordano in that number 2 spot, the pink and white, yellow wheels, trying to close the gap back up on your leader here early on in this one. Graham Rastrick in the number 3 spot. Rastrick, the driver from the UK, started third on the grid. Right now, everybody pretty much in the same order they started in here in this one, as it's Berman, Giordano, Rastrick, your top 3, and right now Giordano trying to close the gap back up on your leader, Berman, as he stretched out his lead by 0.5 of a second on lap number 1. On the left-hand side of the track, they go through the switchbacks down that long back straightaway. That last time by at 21.3 for Giordano. David Lane in that number 8 spot. Battling out right now with the number 7 driver. As they all trouble there, there's Graham Rastrick back into the number 3 spot once again. Rastrick going to be 0.6 of a second back right now from Giordano in that number 2 spot. 1 and 2 staying about 0.5 of a second apart, first and second. Rastrick's fast lap right now, 21.6. 21.2. Fast lap right now for your leader, fast lap of the race. Joshua Berman coming down the front stretch on the left-hand side once again. Giordano dropping about a second back now in the number 2 spot. Rastrick in the 3. Lon Pekka up into the number 4 spot. Renko in that number 4 or 5 spot now. Giordano working his way around onto the right-hand side once again. Cross line with a 21.3 that time by his fast lap of the race early on. Berman out front, 0.9 of a second right now. Giordano got 0.9 of a second over Rastrick in the number 3 spot. Lon Pekka in that number 4 spot. Rencho in the number 5 spot. Gross in the 6th spot. Elaine in the number 7, followed by Crowell. Your leader working his way back around on the front side right now. Starting to stretch out his lead a bit here in this one. He's 1.1 second ahead now of Giordano in the number 2 spot. Rastrick still going to be 1 second back in third. And as you can see, Joshua Berman, your top qualifier, out front to a comfortable lead here in this one. Here's your second place driver working his way around. There's third, 4th, and 5th working their way around now. Rencho working his way up into the number 4 spot. He started 4th, dropped back to 5th, but is now back over the 4th spot. Taking a time shift here in this one. 19 minutes in now. We've got a battle for the lead. Joshua Berman going to be out front. He's got Giordano in that number 2 spot. Giordano looking at the inside line. Side by side they go. And your leader coming in for fuel, making a bit of a mistake there coming into pit lane. Joshua Berman goes a bit wide, bumps that outside wall. He is in and out of the pits now. Giordano going to take over the lead here on this one. We'll see if Giordano pits this time around. Berman dropping back to the number 2 spot now. On to the right-hand side he goes, coming back into the infield. We'll see the gap between first and second. There is your new leader, Giordano, with a 4.7 second lead after the pit stop. There goes Berman working his way around. A 26-second lap with the pit stop. So about a 5-second pit stop there for your leader, early leader. Giordano back up to the front now. Graham Rastrick in the number 3 spot. 20 minutes into this one. Here comes Giordano coming back around to the front side now. Giordano now in for fuel. We'll see if Joshua Berman can take that lead back over. You see they're going to work their way through lap traffic. Here comes Berman. Berman down the front stretch now. Long pit stop for Giordano, and he's making a tire change now. So Giordano take a little extra time in the pits for a tire change. Meanwhile, Joshua Berman trying to stretch out his lead here in this one. Graham Rastrick may be able to move up in that number 2 spot. Giordano still in the pits here in this one. And an awfully long pit stop there for Giordano. That's going to drop him back in the pack as Joshua Berman out front leading the way here in this one. Onto the left-hand side he goes. Berman going to be out front now by nearly 20 seconds over Graham Rastrick. Rastrick going to be 15.7, looks like that time by. Giordano going to be 1.4 seconds back from him. So Berman right now out to a comfortable lead as he works his way through the lap traffic. 21 minutes into this one. His fast lap still a 21.1. Graham Rastrick up at the number 2 spot with a 21.3. His fast lap going to be 15.7 seconds back from your leader right now. So Berman relatively unchallenged as this one. Coming up on that halfway mark, not too long from now. Berman, Giordano, Rastrick, your top 3. Larenko in that number 4 spot. Crowell rounding out your top 5. There's Giordano down the backstretch now. He works his way back up to the number 2 spot as Graham Rastrick makes his pit spot. So now Giordano back up at the number 2 spot. He is going to be, as they cross the line, quite a ways back from this man right here. 40 minutes in now. Joshua Berman still leading this race. Berman with a 1.8 second lead over Andrea Giordano in the number 2 spot. Restrick in that number 3 spot. Lincio in the number 4 spot. Gary Kraut in the number 5 spot. There's your number 2 driver. Down the backstretch he goes. 5 minutes left to go here in this one. Coming back around right now. Berman back around to the front side. Cross the line that time by 21.7. His fast lap still a 21.1. A very fast lap for your leader. And looks like Giordano back in the pits for fuel once again. He is in and out. That may drop him back to the number 3 spot. It's going to be close. We'll see where they come back around this time. There's Berman, meanwhile, out front leading the way. Comfortable lead out here in this one, looking for a world championship win here in Cincinnati for our nitro sedan spec class. Down the front stretch he goes on to the left-hand side. Now Berman out front by 6.6 seconds. Over Giordano in the number 2 spot. Rastrick in that 3 spot. Rinko in the number 4 spot. Crowell in that number 5 spot. Less than 4 minutes to go now. Onto the right-hand side they go. Here comes your leader back around on the front stretch. And one final time shift here in this one. Now minute 30 left to go in this race. Giordano going to be out in that number 2 spot. 5.7 seconds back from Berman. Berman trying to run away with this one right now. Graham Rastrick still holding on to that number 3 spot. Giordano, the Italian driver, in the number 2 spot. Here comes Berman with less than a minute to go now. There's Milan Pekka in that number 5 spot now. Working his way around, looks like he's dropped to the number 6 spot. On the right-hand side of the track he goes. Has 40 seconds left on that master clock right now. Here comes Joshua Berman. There's Giordano. Right now, Berman, as long as he can keep that car running and on all 4s, he's got a world championship locked up, it looks like, here in this one with a 5.3 second lead. On the left side, he goes down the backstretch, working his way through a bit of lap traffic. I believe he's going to sneak by the line one more time after this one here as he works his way around. Here comes Giordano working his way around now. 15 seconds left here in this one. Back around to the front stretch on the left side. This will be your leader's final lap right here. Berman down the backstretch now. The American driver taking the top qualifying spot. And now looking for a world championship win with a 5.2 second lead on Giordano. And that's going to do it. Joshua Berman taking the win here in this one. A world championship title for Berman here in Nitro Sedan Spec class. Andrea Giordano going to come in the number 2 spot. And Graham Rastrick, the UK driver, rounding out your top 3.